Warning, warning, the following recording has some explicit content. Listener's discretion is advised. It is Friday, November 1st, 2024. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are at this time. I thank you guys for checking in, clicking on this recording, this voice recording once again. This is Daniel of Noticetv. Um, as you guys have noticed, if you've been following this channel, I don't do a lot of visuals too much. If you're gonna see some sort of visual in my voice recordings, there's gonna most likely be some subtitles on the bottom. So at the end of the day, when it comes to these voice recordings, I want you guys to listen because you may learn something from it. Um, Based on my experience, of course, my perspectives. Some of the things I say may resonate with some folks. Um, as you listen to these recordings, because I really want you guys to listen with your ears, right? As you listen, I want you guys to listen, like, whenever, like during your drive. If you're driving to work or driving from work, this is the time to play these recordings. Like I said, I'm not going to put too much visuals on here. I know I have a lot of other videos where I'm showing my face and whatnot, but at the end of the day, my face don't matter. How I look don't matter unless I'm trying to teach people how to fix things. Then you'll see some sort of visuals, but most likely I will be starting a new channel where I'll be showcasing, visuals where I'm fixing things and being Mr. Handyman and whatnot. I'll probably launch it most likely for the new year of 2025, God willing, right? So as far as this channel goes, these voice recordings are mainly for those who, or just want to listen. Just pop on your headphones. You ain't gotta look at nothing if you don't have to. Like I said, the most visuals you'll see is these subtitles on the bottom of the screen. But like I said, if you got ears to hear, then all you have to do is listen. With that being said, this is part two of you know. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I want every single person to kind of like really get to a point of understanding the way of the world, as I've been preaching for the last, I don't know, 10 recordings. I don't want people to be out of or to lose their peace. If you have peace in your life right now and you think your life is going great or swell or you're doing good, then you don't have to listen to the rest of this recording. If you feel like you have some sort of peace wherever you at in this life, um, at the end of the day, I want my listeners to actually get to see the world in a broader way. Yeah, start thinking is what I'm saying. Rather than just thinking with your perspective, start to think with many perspectives and to see why people do the things they do, why people do good and why people do wrong. And, you know, look at yourself in a sense and put yourself in those different scenarios and positions and stuff like that, things like that. I don't want people to start looking for certain things in their relationship, right? This is not the kind of video where I'm trying to tell people to start looking for P's and Q's and notions and things in their significant other to see whether or not they are stepping out of the relationship or committing adultery or cheating in a sense or whatnot, right? I don't want anyone to be looking for this stuff, right? And being suspicious, right? In my last recording, I was talking about a dream where I was feeling a bit of suspicion, a bit of suspicion of my wife, of her stepping out. Right. This is what the dream has brought up, obviously. Um, and I was telling you guys in that recording that just because it's in my vision or it's in my dream doesn't automatically mean that whatever is happening in the dream is actually happening in the wake up world, this reality, right? You guys have to understand how the brain works, right? You dream up things based on your experiences in the wake up world, which is, I call it the wake up world. I'm, I'm calling it the wake up world because that's what we're in right now. As you are listening to this recording, you are in the wake up world as I'm coining it, right? You are in this reality, obviously. When you go to sleep and you're dreaming, you're in a different reality. I like to call that the actual reality in some sense because when I sleep, I want to be in peace, right? I'm living out my dreams in my dream, right? Or whatnot. Um, but if you ever heard the moniker life is what you make it, right? Then that holds true as well for your dreams, right? So whatever you make your life in the wake up world, whatever you absorb, whatever you learn, whoever you meet and talk to and engage with, most likely those experiences will end up in your dream world, is what I'm saying, right? That's this is It's like causality. It's called causality. It's cause and effect. All your experiences that you are dealing with in the wake up world, in this reality, most likely it's going to manifest into your dream world, is what I'm saying. So, what I'm saying in this recording is that just because you dream it doesn't make it real as if it's happening, right? So, in my example in the last recording, like I said, I dreamed up a vision of my wife possibly stepping out. I was feeling suspicious, all this other stuff. Most likely that dream was triggered by the fact that I tend to watch a lot of damn crap that I need not to watch, right? Movies that deal with infidelity and all this other stuff, TV shows that deal with infidelities, relationship type videos that I'm scrolling on Facebook and Instagram, not Instagram. I'm sorry, I don't even have Instagram. YouTube, or YouTube Shorts or whatever. I'm scrolling, looking at relationship videos and all this other stuff because it's so alluring. I can't stop swiping. You know, movies that have relationship type, episodes that I'm downloading into my subconscious, right? Not to mention, I'm talking to my wife in this reality, in the wake up world, and I'm engaging with these movies, these TV shows, and my wife and everybody else, and these dreams are coming upon these dreams are happening, right? Based on the wake up world reality as I'm living. Um, but here's the thing: the brain is so powerful. Is that I'm sorry, the brain is so powerful. It could create a whole episode, as I was saying before. It could create a whole episode based on all of these experiences you're absorbing. So no, I'm not telling anybody to, just because you dream up something, you automatically go looking for it, and you go and go searching through your significant other's phone or whatever. No, you want peace, is what I'm saying. You want peace. So you don't want to be so going suspicious, or being suspicious and going through, you know, all this craziness with your spouse and significant other. You don't want that just because you dreamed up something, right? Now, this is not to say that nothing isn't going on in your relationship, um, but I'm not here to tell you to go looking, right? I'm not telling people to go look. If you see subtle signs of infidelity in your relationship, in the real world, of course, if you see signs, then address it right then and there. I would always hope and pray that if you see these signs in your relationship that something's off, then you address it right then and there. Don't hold it in. Address it right then and there. But also at the same time, be wary of what you're absorbing. Is what I'm saying. Um, Anything you're watching, anything you're viewing, anything you're listening to too as well. The music you're listening to, you could be living vicariously through those lyrics that you're listening to, those love songs as well. You got to understand that those artists, those singers, those rappers are singing from their heart too as well. And when I mean by heart, I mean their subconscious as well. They are breathing their subconscious into these lyrics, these words that they're writing down and that you're listening to. Literally, you're living their word. You're living their subconscious in a sense. That's how the brain works. It's so funny like that, man. It's so weird like that, that you yourself could be living vicariously through the artist, the person that you're listening to. You're living their life. You're downloading whatever that's in their subconscious, their lyrics, and you're singing it constantly, and it's in your head. You're living vicariously through them. It's in your memory card, right? It's in your subconscious is what I'm saying. The lyrics, their feelings, their heart is now in your subconscious. So you got to be very wary of what you listen to, what you look at, what you see, what you absorb. You know, your five senses. You gotta, your five senses. Hey, if you're liking the content thus far, don't forget to press that like button. And if you really, really liking the content and you watching my other videos, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. All right? Yeah. Let's think broader, right? Let's think broader, right? You ever been to a certain place? I'm not sure if anyone had this kind of experience. I know I have, but I remember revisiting a place that I used to be at and then remembering the food that I had there is crazy, right? It doesn't even have to be a restaurant that I had went to, right? It could have been just a place, right? Somewhere I went to, any place. Let's say outside of a school or whatever, and then I automatically remember, oh, you know what? I remember eating a hot dog right here, and then I right then and there, I get to tasting the hot dog and the bun and the bread and the ketchup and all this other stuff. I get to remembering this stuff, and automatically I'm hungry for a hot dog. I remember that happening a few times where I could remember the food that I ate at this certain place that I've been here. I've been here before, and then you start to experience a lot of other nostalgic things via the place that you have been. This is how powerful the brain is because it's downloaded in your mind. All of your experiences, right? So you have to I'm not saying be careful because we all have to live out this life, but I want you guys to get to the understanding of the power of the mind, the power of your mind, the power of the subconscious. You have to be very, very wary on what you absorb. Very, very careful of what you absorb. Um, so no, I'm not going to tell you guys how to catch your how to how to catch your spouse from cheating or how to find out if they're cheating and all this other stuff. I would never teach that because at the end of the day, I want you guys to have peace, right? I want you guys to be happy within yourselves. you could get to a point in life where you're so happy that you're happy enough to be by yourself, literally, right? You're so happy, hey, you know what I mean? And like I said, this may sound harsh, but you know, when you get to a point where you're living your life with a certain awareness, as I've been talking about, you get to look at life differently and understand the way of the world differently, and see why people do wrong things, do bad things, and see and get to a point of understanding where, look, I'm happy, I'm content. I could be alone if I want to. I'm happy alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy being alone. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, but at the same time, I know that you're fallible, right? Now, I'm like I said, I'm human too as well, and I could think on a broader spectrum. Not many people could think like this. Um, I can understand that, when it comes to adultery and cheating, that's a wrong thing to do, obviously, and that breeds pain. And I don't advocate anyone to be going out here hurting their significant other. No, I don't condone it. I don't condone anyone out here hurting their significant other. Nor should you be hurting yourself, because this is your own body as well. I've been through that on both sides. I've been the cheater, and I've been cheated on, and I don't like any of that kind of pain. Now, can we just automatically run away from emotional pain? No, you can't. You're human. You can't. You're human. You have to cry. You have to let it out. Definitely, I'm an advocate for letting all this negative energy out. But at the end of the day, I want everybody to have peace. So don't go looking for it, is what I'm saying. Because if you go looking for it, then you won't have any peace in your household or whoever you're with, you know? But get to a point of consciousness. And I'm going to tell you how to get to this point of consciousness, all right? Let me tell you right now. If you want to get to this level of consciousness or awareness that I'm talking about, you have to quiet yourself a bit. We're talking about no stimulation whatsoever for a time. We're talking about not listening to anything, not even listening to me. Don't listen to no one. Don't listen to any guru. Just sit there in silence. Sit there in silence and start to just clear out some stuff out of your brain real quick. Like, man, you've been listening to a lot of people too much. Sit there in silence for the whole day. Don't turn on any phones, or I should say, just turn off your phone. Don't turn on any television set, no music, nothing. Don't listen to anything. If you're gonna listen to anything, don't add lyrics to those music or songs or anything like that. No lyrics. No words. So you can get back to peace. You want peace in your life. You want peace when you dream. You want peace in the dream world, right? So do away with the high stimulating things that you absorb. Everything, the movies, the videos, the scrolling, the social media, everything. Just let it go for a minute. Let it go for a whole day. If you have a whole day to yourself, just put the phone away. Put the devices away. Put all form of stimulation. If you're eating high stimulated foods, right? High sugar foods, sweets and snacks and stuff, you got to put that down for a second, because that'll screw up with your dopamine, and now you're thinking all kinds of crazy right now. You want to get your next fixing in, your next high. And I'm telling you to fast right now. You need to fast from all high stimulating everything. Even the books that you read could be a form of stimulation. just sit there in silence. Drink something plain like old water or something. That's how you gain this kind of awareness, this Christ consciousness, where you get to understand yourself. You get to understand your being, that you are fallible as well. You tend to look at the world as the world is fallible, but then you start to look at yourself and like, okay, well, I'm just like them. I'm just like them. I have some negative innuendos as these people. I'm not wrapped too tight as well, right? So I'm not telling anybody that they're not perfect, because I believe we're all, in some form or fashion, I believe we're all made perfect, but we just absorb too much is what I'm saying. We absorb too much. I think the creator created us perfect, but we absorb too much of this world that we become disembobulated or something. We look funny because we look like everyone else. We put on everyone else. We need to kind of fizzle out and take off all these people, man. We need to flush our system out is what I'm saying, and just get back to a place of peacefulness and calm, right? And then we could have the ah then we could have control of our mind once again, our subconscious, right? You know, we need to filter out, man. We need to chill. We need to stop. We need to stop listening to our friends and stuff like that. We need to sit there in silence, man. Sit there in silence. Just sit there, man, and don't say nothing. Just sit there and let your thoughts flow out of you. Let it go. Just let it go, man. All in all, like I said before, are they cheating on you? They might not be cheating on you. I tell you that. Just because you had a dream of adultery, they may not be cheating on you. Most likely is based on your absorbing of certain things that you're looking at or reading or whatever it might be. No, this is not. I'm not telling people to go start cheating now. I don't condone cheating. You're hurting people around you. You will get your karma. If you're a Bible reader, you should already know that's gonna breed some bad karma. That's gonna breed some bad karma. So don't do it. Is what I'm saying. You're bringing in negative energy when you don't have to. You don't have to breed negative energy at all. It's not a means of survival. You're not in survival mode when you're committing adultery. No, don't do it. And for the people on the other side, please don't go looking for it. Don't go looking for it. Just because you dream it, don't go looking into it or looking for it. Because the truth shall be revealed regardless. In this reality, in the wake up world, the truth shall be revealed regardless. It's going to happen. So don't worry about it. Don't ponder and think about it. Just let it flow. And live your life and gain this awareness where, hey, you're happy, man. You're happy. You're happy alone. You're happy with whoever. It don't matter. But anyway, I hope I said everything I could have said on this recording. Maybe I'll make a part 3, but that's the recording. I thank you guys for listening. If you made it this far, please subscribe. Thank you. If you guys and girls made it this far, press that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on my Facebook page, take the time to subscribe to my YouTube page at Noticetv. That's all caps, NOTICE TV. I'll catch you later, and may God bless you.